I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Hostin's obsession with race gets thrown back in her face.
It was a day Sunny Hostin will always remember, but unfortunately, for all the wrong reasons. When Greg Gutfeld went after Sunny's latest self-created controversy, he didn't just critique, he completely tore it apart. The outcome? A meltdown. So uncomfortable, you'll find yourself glued to every moment. But what sparked this fiery confrontation? Sunny Hostin's remarks about her family's surprising historical connections and the way she presented them had her co-hosts, the audience, and the online world in shock. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe before we get into the drama, because believe me, you won't want to miss how Gutfeld demolished Sunny's story live on air. Did you just hit subscribe? Great. Let's dive in.
Hostin's obsession with race gets thrown back in her face. Today's video comes to us from Sunny Hostin. Sounds like a town. We're in Sunny Hostin. She was on PBS's Finding Your Roots, a show dedicated to researching celebrity ancestry.
Oh, I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, my friend?
I think it's actually pretty interesting that my husband and I have shared roots.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. And I think it's great for our children to know this information. I guess it's a fact of life that this is how some people made their living, on the backs of others.
Fact of life. Interesting change of tune. For more, we go to our chief Sunny Hostin correspondent for a reaction.
Sunny Hostin, known for regularly criticizing America's past, recently found herself caught in a moment of pure irony. On PBS's Finding Your Roots, Sunny discovered that her ancestors weren't just victims of systemic oppression, they were slaveholders. That's right. It was revealed that her third great-grandfather had owned at least one person, and Sunny's shocked expression said it all. Gutfeld didn't hesitate to call out Sunny's hypocrisy. With her frequent use of the race card and constant blame on systemic racism for nearly every problem, Sunny's newly uncovered family history seemed to contradict her usual stance. And Gutfeld, he made sure to highlight that contradiction in the sharpest way possible.
Well, first, I just want to go on the record to let everyone know that I am very much against slavery.
Okay, good.
Very brave to say that on this panel. Karma, definitely. I mean, it's one thing. It's going to be so awkward on new episodes of The View when she tries to pull the race card.
Yes.
And then she's like, America is racist. And then they're like, yeah, they might be racist, but they're not like slave owner racist. like somebody that we.
That's so true.
She could have maybe done better. Okay, here's the thing. One thing, and I would have even actually not give her any, is she said, well, I guess that's just what they did back then.
Yeah.
She should have followed that up with saying something along the lines of, and I understand that that's a departure from the way I've talked about this before. That was to me, the one thing that was missing.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's okay, now that you have this information, have you had any personal growth? Do you think about things differently? You have to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Because when you're presented with new information, it's okay to change your mind. It's good to change your mind. But you should acknowledge that has happened.
If she is shaming descendants of this, will she continue to do that when she is now one of them, Dana? And it is funny. She's so wrapped up in identity and she had no idea who she was.
Well, now we understand why she always makes Whoopi get the coffee. I don't know. That's not true.
That's not true.
But you think about things that she said and how offensive they are.
Yeah.
Well, karma.
Yeah, it is karma.
Greg Gutfeld wasted no time in tearing into Sunny's reaction, swiftly mocking her apparent surprise and questioning the authenticity of her response. Now, that you know your family's history? Are you going to rethink your constant lectures on systemic racism and oppression? Gutfeld teased, making a pointed jab at her inconsistency. He highlighted how Sunny often criticizes others for historical injustices, but appeared to shrug off her own family's involvement in slavery with a casual, "It was just what they did back then." This remark led Gutfeld to his main argument: hypocrisy. He argued that Sunny can accuse America of being racist all she wants, but when it comes to confronting her own ancestors' participation in slavery, it's suddenly just a part of history. That doesn't deserve scrutiny. His sharp critique resonated with viewers, who quickly took to social media to highlight the double standard. Sunny's reaction wasn't just surprising, it came off as tone-deaf. Gutfeld underscored the irony of someone so deeply immersed in identity politics, failing to fully understand or address her own identity's contradictions. "Now we know why she makes Whoopi get the coffee," Gutfeld quipped, a comment that, while lighthearted, pointed to a deeper issue. Sunny's obsession with race and identity often clouds her ability to engage in meaningful, balanced conversations. The segment wasn't just a takedown, it served as a mirror, forcing Sunny to confront the contradictions in her rhetoric, something she clearly wasn't prepared for.
She is shaming descendants of this. Will she continue to do that when she is now one of them?
As expected, the internet erupted. Clips of Gutfeld's takedown went viral within hours, with fans applauding him for voicing what many were already thinking. One user commented, "Sunny Hostin learning her ancestors. Were slaveholders is the plot twist we didn't see coming." But Greg Gutfeld's reaction? Pure gold. Another wrote, "Sunny's hypocrisy finally caught up to her, and Gutfeld nailed it." On the other hand, Sunny's supporters argued the backlash was unfair, claiming she was just processing new information. However, for many, her dismissive tone and lack of accountability only fueled the criticism. Gutfeld's takedown wasn't just about Sunny. It served as a commentary on the broader discussion around race, history, and accountability. He highlighted how some people use identity politics to their advantage while ignoring their own contradictions. Sunny's situation reminds us that none of us can escape the complexities of history. But the real question is, how do we address these truths? For Sunny, it seems the answer is deflection, a tactic that didn't sit well with Gutfeld or the viewers. This confrontation between Gutfeld and Sunny Hostin is more than just a viral moment. It reflects the cultural divide we see today. Gutfeld's sharp critique of Sunny's response and her ongoing hypocrisy resonated with many, sparking debates about accountability and identity politics. So, what's your take? Was Gutfeld right to call out Sunny, or do you think she handled the revelation well? Let us know in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more bold opinions, fiery debates, and viral moments.